Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Crystalsis. I am a tuner VTuber and a variety streamer that mostly plays JRPGs and other narrative games. I am back tonight with Octopath Traveler 2. So last time I completed... Oh no, can I remember their names? Casti, who is the apothecary, and Hikari, who I believe is the... warrior? Warrior? Where is he? Well, I completed the initial chapters for Casti and Hikari, and now today I'll be doing the last two character stories, the chapter ones. So Particio and Agnea. Particio is the merchant. The merchant and the dancer, I'm quite interested in what their skills are as well, because the dancer had really useful skills, in Octopath 1, especially their I don't know what to call it, like their job special. So every job has like a special skill that you can only learn after mastering every other ability in that job. And this skill actually no, it wasn't usually. You could only use it at full boost. The dancer's ability in the first game was that any ability you cast that was usually cast on only one character would instead be group cast. So this would work on both defensive and offensive spells, and it worked really well in conjunction with, what is it? I think it was the Star Seeker, because the Star Seeker had an ability that lets you, like, you would increase the amount of BP that someone on your team would earn. So like if you cast that spell on whoever you cast it, their next turn they would earn 2 BP instead of 1. So then if you use the dancer's skill to like group cast, you could then group cast the BP skill on everybody, and since everybody was earning more BP, you could just kind of chain that and keep that going pretty much forever, and it was very broken. So with Oswald, I'm going to learn Stroke of Genius, and that will give me extra experience. I should have learned that much earlier, but I kind of forgot. And then instead of having him learn any other kind of clerical skills, I'm going to have him continue to learn all of his scholar skills, because I want to find out what this scholar skill is. So now I should equip this onto him. Oh, did I even give him elemental augmentation? I have no idea. As for Temenos, okay, what is there? Pride of the Flame, physical and elemental, sacred shield, reduces all damage. That's not bad. Probably Prayer to the Flame and then Sacred Shield. Yeah, I don't feel like I need Revive that much. I could probably just keep reviving with item. Inner Strength. Uses party success rate. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, as for Throne, I've barely learned anything. So surprise attack, swift step, armor, corrosive, shackle foe. I wish she had the ability to lower somebody's magic defense. That would be so much more useful. Probably do surprise attack. Shackle foe is pretty good. Then yeah, armor corrosive is not bad. So what are her abilities? Incidental attack. Oh, I know what that is. Fleetfoot is speed. Ensnare. The equipping character has a 50% chance of inflicting attribute reducing effect when taking damage. Okay, not bad. And then Casti. So it's really hard to level every single character in this game. Although Octopath 2 might be a bit easier. I'm not exactly sure. Rehab. Sleeping Cleave, Poison Axe, Replenish. This is regen. Regen's pretty good. Unity. I don't know if I want cast. Well, I'm still deciding who I want on my team. The first three, I'm probably going to keep them. Mostly for their skills. Although Cassie's ability to put people to sleep, it's nice, but it's not super needed, I guess. Like, okay, weak to poison and poison axe probably go together. I think sweeping cleave is, well, no, I'll go with poison axe. Okay, I should equip their skills now because they've learned so many. Resilience, extra EXP. I have no idea how much extra EXP it is. I think it's like 1.2%. Not, that doesn't matter. Not exactly sure. Not that it really matters. So before I go to Partitio, I'm going to go get the warrior skill because I want to, well, I already know what it does, but I should just get it. I think, oh, do I remember where the warrior? I believe the warrior skill is actually in Sai. It's, or is it? It's not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's inside because Hinoyuma Ku. This is the kingdom of Ku. At first, initially, I thought Sai was the kingdom of Ku, but Sai is somewhere completely different. So I'm right now in Ryu. I'm gonna run all the way down to get to Sai and hopefully also find the. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. For now, I'm gonna take Casti with me, or not Casti. I'm gonna take Hikari with me, because if I find his temple along the way, then I can get him his skill. Hikari, in place of Casti, and for jobs, I'm gonna give Hikari not the cleric job, the apothecary job. I really just want it for rehabilitate or for healing touch. How many points does he have? Oh, he has 62. Ability to counter. Draw attacks. Yeah, warrior is kind of like the tank / pretty good physical job. I guess, like, warrior, you can play them either as a tank or a strong physical, because you have Stout Wall, which increases your defense, and then you have Incite, which is, like, Provoke. I kind of want to give him Abide, probably. And as for equipment, I don't remember if they take the equipment off of people that aren't in the party, but they learn. Oh, right. It's always gonna have a it's always gonna have an exclamation point because I can learn their sub-job skills, but I don't want to. I mostly focus on everybody's main job first because that, like, you can't change that. So you might as well learn all of their main job skills first, and then, because if you give somebody a sub-job and then you decide later, like, oh, that wasn't the best idea, but you learn a bunch of skills for it, well, unfortunately, you use that SP up. Scrutinize, sure. An old man who single-handedly runs Ryu. He was a wandering merchant in his younger days, and leaned on that experience when he helped raise Ryu out of the ground with his own money. He is now known for his honesty and fairness, which has earned him the trust of all who stop by his outpost. Oh, wrong button. No thank you. I'm stealing the old man stuff. Feeling great. I'll still wait till it's 100%. Unless it's like a weapon or something. If it's just a normal item, I usually wait till it's 100%. A man who lends out horses, camels, and more to those in need. He believes in his bones that business is a form of aid, and would never take advantage of a customer in need. He has passed his upstanding nature to his daughter, whom he recently married off to a family in Ku. Hidden item. A man whose entire family uprooted their lives to move to his outpost. His wife manages the business by day, but he stealthily awakens at night and sells all of the dubious wares he's obtained. Proceeds from these suspicious sales will help fund his son's education. Okay, I guess that's fine. So this is something new, I think. I don't think I've gotten this information before, but it says new equipment for sale. That can be pretty useful, and that might actually be how you're supposed to get some of the better equipment later on in like the higher level towns. So if you go here, it doesn't say what's new, but okay, I'm gonna guess Sandstorm Spear is new because I don't think it was here before. You can usually tell by the price what's new. Actually, Sandstorm Spear might be the only thing that's new. I have no idea what was in this shop though before, so I can't tell. Oh, did you have anything to steal? Oh! Mikurai, thank you for the raid! Hello, my name is Crystalsis. I am a tuner VTuber. I'm a variety streamer, and brain doesn't work. I mostly play JRPGs and other narrative games. Hi, Mikurai, how are you? Let me see if I can... One sec. This... I hope I'm doing this correctly. There we go. You're playing Apex Legend? Okay. How is stream, Mikurai? How are you tonight? Stream was scuffed? Oh no, what happened? A man whose entire family uprooted their lives. Oh wait, I already read this. I was looking at his stuff. Using serum, empowering light sheet. Don't care about that. I can steal all of these. Nice. A woman whose entire family uprooted their lives to move to this outpost. She once plied her trade in Sai, but wanted something new. Alas, her husband now sleeps the day away, and she has lost all love for him. She has begun to wonder if her next change of scenery might involve cutting him out of it. Ooh. An item. League would not load the game itself. The main client was fine, but the game not so much, just blah. Oh, so Apex it was. How goes the game? Pretty good. Just started. I am... Well, not like... Just started stream, but not the game. I've gotten 6 out of the 8 characters so far. I'm very invested in the character stories this time around, as opposed to... Like, I was kind of invested in the character stories in the first one, but I feel like their stories are a lot better written this time, I guess. So I'm more invested. And I'm only missing 2 characters, which are Agnea the Dancer and Particio the Merchant. So I'm gonna go get them as soon as I get... What is it? The warrior job from somewhere. I am... Well, I don't know if scared is the right word. I don't know if I'd ever stream myself playing League. I could try. Admittedly, I've never streamed anything off of my laptop. Like, everything I stream is console, and I just use a capture card. So, I need to try out streaming something from my computer. One fishy, two fishy. 98, okay. A young boy who moved to this outpost with his parents. He plays by himself at the watering hole, so as not to get in the way of grown-up business. He cannot... If you can't swim, how the heck did you get here? Okay, I guess you had a boat, but... He cannot swim, but he loves to play his least favorite game, or his latest favorite game, counting fish. An item... Usually just, over the chat, and it's okay as far as that goes. The leak can be kind of weird. You need 2 windows if you want to show them both. Oh. Oh, I know what you mean, yeah. I don't have a dual monitor right now. Like, I think I can technically finagle a dual monitor setup, because I have a drawing tablet that is like, it has a screen on it. So if I really needed to, I could use that as my second monitor, but it's not really for looking at things, so everything would be slightly, not really like blurry, but just not the clearest. Which is why I pretty much haven't tried streaming anything off my computer, because I'm like, I don't want to have to try and finagle a dual screen. Oh, you don't need a dual monitor. I just have one large monitor. It's weird in setup because it's game screen and then a window for both. Okay. Oh, like, so you have like those extra long monitors? If I had that, I would be okay, but like if I play League on my computer, it will just take up the full screen, so then I won't be able to see anything else. And I don't want to constantly alt-tab. Have I talked to you before? Oh, wait, I've talked to you already. I don't even think I can fit an extra wide monitor on my desk right now. My setup is very bad. Well, it's very cramped, I guess, is the better. I hate not seeing my chat, so always resize. Yeah, I like being able to see the chat as well. Where am I going? I'm going to the right. Oh good, you're all weak to fire. Wait, what is that passive on him? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, what is that passive on? Blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what that passive on him is. Unless it's from his equip. It might be from his equipment. Okay, how do I get south? Yeah, he still has that passive. What is it? Oh my god, it doesn't even tell me what... Oh, restores SP after performing an action. Oh! Where do I even get that from? I have to go take a look at his equipment. I don't even think it takes effect if he kills everything. Equipment. Oh, it's the treasure shield. Okay. Is that the temple that I'm looking for? No, that's Altar of the Charitable. So that's the shrine for the apothecary job, so that's not what I'm looking for. Scorpions! Fighting at night is so much better. Except that the only person that on my team that can kill things in one shot is Oswald. And Oswald is so slow. I should just give him... Oh, what the heck? I should give him speed accessories. What is she doing? Oh! Oh, I know what... Okay, never mind. I know what she's doing. It's her passive ability. I don't even read any of their passive abilities. I just stick them on and hope it does something. Yeah, you just get a bunch of passive abilities from learning their skills. I'm like, okay, you have room for passive abilities. I'll just stick all of these on. It's not like they'd ever give me a negative passive ability. This way? I sometimes hate the radar system in this game. That it's not like a true mini-map, but like a general location of everything. And I'm like, why can't you just give me a mini-map? It's too easy to do that? No, but it's so annoying trying to gauge where everything is. What was the other game I played that had a radar as well? Well, okay, the first game had it, but... Oh, it was also part of, what Squeenix calls their, like, HD Pixel series. It was, Live Alive. They also had a radar system, which was also annoying. Thank God you're OP, Oswald. Okay, so there's a dungeon to the north? Wait. Where am I right now? Oh, I have to go one screen over still. But down here should be the warrior temple. Oh, it's a weird tumbleweed. No, you're not supposed to buff yourself. Just stop. What did you even? Oh, you buffed your strength. Only I'm allowed to buff myself. as I proceed to do absolutely nothing with everybody else. Let's go with fire. Oh, there's a treasure up there. I'm too lazy to go get it. Eventually I'll have to go up there probably. How... Okay, how do I get to the temple? Are you weak to that? No. That. Are you weak to stab? No, you're not. I hope you're weak to fire. One of these games there will be a desert without a giant worm in it. There will never be a desert without a giant worm in it. It's a staple. Especially if it's a Squeenix game. They love their desert worm. Oh, treasure. One of these days. You should make it happen. Just make like the... Make a game with like an opposition to every JRPG cliche. Is it down there? Oh wait, I don't actually want you to do anything. So you saying that about how like there should be a game without worms in the desert, that has anybody ever seen a channel called Drawfee on YouTube? They had like this series where they were creating a JRPG game, or like an idea for a JRPG game, and they basically made it so that it was the opposite cliche of every, or the opposite of every JRPG cliche, and it looked really fun, but it wasn't a real game, unfortunately. Chosen Warrior, unto thee I grant new power. I haven't watched Drawfee in a really long time. But if I start watching Drawfee videos, I will just spend like hours. EX skill ultimate stance. Yeah, like all the comments on their video was just, please make this a real game. And then the artists on the Drawfee show were like, you do know we only know how to draw things. Or like, we don't know how to program shit. What does... Like, theoretically, they could make the art for the game, but they'd have to get a full team to do it, and... Well, actually, I think they're kind of big enough that it would be viable now. When they first made that video, they weren't, like, super big, I think. Anyways, what is your EX skill? Ultimate Stance. Extend the reach of your attack to all foes for 3 turns. Oh. Huh. Who could I combine that with? I can see that being very useful when combined with a certain job. Kickstarter! They could probably find enough people that would back it, who have the connections. Plus people are looking for something different now too, so it's a good time. Yeah. I guess it's just because, well, like, they honestly never had the intention of doing it. They were just doing it as like a joke video. So I think that's part of the reason why it wouldn't become real. Plus, they did that a really long time ago. I don't even know if they remember that. Because I don't think it's something they've revisited. How much SP do I have left? I can see that happening as well. We'll continue to wish for my League of Dragoon remaster, or Legend of Dragoon remaster. Ooh, Legend of Dragoon. I mean, I think that's still more like. How old is Legend of Dragoon? Legend of 1999. I mean, it's not a remake. Or it's not a remaster, but it was just ported to the PlayStation Store, right? Hello, random stranger. It won't be as easy, or it won't be easy selling all this. Selling, wait, what? Scrutinize. What's this? An emaciated man drawing nervous, ragged breaths. He calls out to passerby to purchase his wares and shuffles off to replenish his stock when he sells out. Where exactly his products come from is unclear. And you're emaciated? Ooh, an elemental robe. I was very surprised earlier when they announced the remaster. Was it remaster of Baten Kaitos? FF7 came out 2 years before and it got a whole remake. They can just give us a graphics update for Dragoon. Excuse me. Realistically, probably won't happen since I don't think sales were good in Japan, if I remember. Yeah, that's like the biggest. Oh wait, is it daytime? It's daytime. That's definitely like the biggest thing, is if the sales weren't good enough, they're just not gonna do it. Because like FF7 is kind of considered like by many to be the greatest Final Fantasy, so yeah, they absolutely would do something like that. Which I am very happy they did. And I'm still just sitting here waiting for part 2. Okay, so this is Sai, I believe. I'm also happy they did, and I'm not touching until part 2 comes out. I refuse cliffhangers. Wait, but it's probably going to be 3 parts. So are you going to wait for the 3rd part to come out then? What was I doing here? Oh, I want to go to the guild. I initially thought about waiting for it to fully come out, but I couldn't. I had to know what happens, and I'm very happy with it so far. I can tell by the way you carry yourself that you are a skilled fighter. But the path of a warrior is long and hard, and your journey has only just begun. Anyone who wishes to hone their swordsmanship is welcome at my dojo, regardless of their style. Let us train together, both in mind and body. Warrior license! So how do I get the other two? One does not become a warrior overnight. You must hone your craft and grasp its secrets. Once you have mastered a divine skill, Masters of Warriors Divine... What? Once you have mastered a divine skill, I shall give you another license. Huh? Wait. Okay, so I have to master 2 Masters of Warriors Divine Skill. Wait, which one's the divine skill? Okay, these are EX skills. I'm assuming this is the divine skill. In which case, Warrior might be the easiest to get second license. I'm just waiting for second. I'm not that patient, but want to see how it was going to be released due to all the changes in how games are put out now. Oh, okay, makes sense. I'm just really interested in what they're going to do to like how they're gonna start you off in the game, basically. I'm like, I worked really hard to master all that materia. Please don't make me start from scratch. But I'm probably gonna have to start from scratch. Sword fighter with a steely gaze who is unmatched in her dojo. Father was a famous warrior in his own right, though at the cost of renouncing any emotional connection to his family on entering this very dojo. Eh. Okay, so Sai is kind of like small little... Oh, it's in here. Oh. Wait, is Sai at war right now with who? Conscious. Depends on consciousness. Let's scrutinize you. Soldier who complains daily of his aches and pains to his apothecary. Thorough examination revealed no sign of illness or injury, but the pain persists. Worse yet, its location changes from day to day. The cause remains a mystery. Yeah, that was something you liked in X and X2 games, is all the alphabet you learned, you could roll it over as long as it was on the same save chip. Yeah, like, that's probably... They're probably just gonna give some kind of like... it's a battlefield up ahead. Leave the fighting to us. Oh, okay. It's probably just gonna be some little bonus thing, unfortunately, but I don't want to have to remaster all my materia. Takes forever. Don't forget all the hidden materia. Oh, joy. Totally what I want to be doing. Well, I mean, no. No, I'm willing to spend hours doing that. I mean, I 100%ed the first game. It's gonna happen. Oh, wait, you're 98%.
Dere.
Soldier soon to get his first taste of war, he has been enthralled by tales of heroism and bravery ever since he was a boy, and became a soldier so that he might leave his own heroic legacy behind. The odds are stacked against him. He has plenty of courage, but no strength. I mean, strength you can build up versus, like, courage. Well, I guess you can build up courage as well. Wait, where's the item? Oh. Ooh, treasure. Also, what is this? Blocked. Cool. A young boy living with an elderly couple in the East District. He used to reside on the west side of town, but the war made an orphan of him. Aww. And so he rises with the sun and spends each day standing on the street corner in the city's West District, lost in memories of his parents. This game has some very sad NPCs that I'm about to steal from the boy. I feel so bad about that. Except I still do it. What is... Wait, is this a... This is a dancer statue. Why is the dancer statue over here? Oh. Huh? How do I get over there? Is it... Wait, is it like that narrow... Okay, I have no idea how to get over there. Maybe... Can you repair things? Oh, do you have a quest? The stronghold has definitely seen better days. It needs repairs and quick. It actually belonged to the kingdom of... you? Ooh, you? Huh? Which is what this land used to be. But when the kingdom was destroyed, the technology to fix it was lost. Still, the residents here don't have the money to build themselves new houses. I could try to fix it myself, but I'd need the actual plans from that era to do that. Oh, okay, the side quest is to rebuild this place, and that's probably how you get the treasures. Okay, whatever. That's enough futzing around. I got what I came here to do. So I'll run back to Ryu, and then we'll just go up and start Partitio's story. Of the old school graphical throwback of this game. Yeah, I love the... That's like... Yeah, I love that. It's like reminiscent of like Final Fantasy 1 to 6, but at the same time it's also like very pretty. I mean, when they ported FF6 and FF5 and 6 to the Game Boy Advance, they look pretty nice too. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, treasure. How do I get that? Oh, I have to go on a boat, don't I? Where's the closest port thingy? La 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 la. Bone spear. Oh, it's like a dung beetle, but it's rolling a skull. I completely didn't notice the beetle before because of the little blind thing. So what are you weak against? You're either weak against light or fire. Or light or dark. It's light. Dun, dun. Southern or Rush Wild. Okay, so I haven't been here yet. Where is the town? It's just directly... Oh, it's just directly north. Oh, hyenas! What are you weak against? Oh, that is the wrong skill. Actually, wait, do I even have enough SP? I have enough for one spell. Let's try lightning. They died. Oh hey, there's even little tumbleweeds. Oh, we made it to Ore Rush. Now I can finally start Particio's chapter. No, we're not doing Throny's chapter. Oh, it's like an old western city. Alright, Particio, what are you doing?
Oh, なんだよあんた。俺に何か用でもあるのか？おいおい、こいつは驚いた。あんたの目には炎が灯ってる。強い野心と信念の目だ。幸運だぜ。あんたみたいな人に会えるなんてな。俺はパルテティオ、商人だ。ちょうどここを旅立つところだったのさ。
Oh, they use a hard T for both of them. I wonder if they pronounce it the same in English. I prefer Particio though.
これからでかいことをやる。そのためには人手が必要でな。あんたみたいな頼りがいのあるやつと旅ができたらって思ってたんだ。
Yes.
一緒に旅してくれるのか？ありがとさん。改めて、俺はパルテティオ。世界中の貧しい人を救う旅に出る男だ。
Here at the beginning of this tale, yes. Let's do Particio's chapter 1. 16 years ago. How old is he? Wait, is this the same town 16 years ago? His dad's just called Pap. It's gonna get along with Throne then? Ah, the dreams of a young child, soon to be crushed by the weight of the world. Out of all the characters, Particio is the most... Like, his goal is the most unrealistic. He wants to rid the world of poverty. It's an admirable goal, but... not really achievable.
この荒野は私たちが土地主から買った財産だ。誰かへ分けるなら対価を得ねばな、パルテティオ。
Actually, wait, I don't know what the dancer's goal is. I don't remember what her story was.
ロックのおやさん、まあ固いこと言うなよ。
So it's very possible the dancer has like also an unrealistic goal, but who knows?
この一帯で銀が取れるって噂を聞きつけてな。俺とロックで金を出し合ってここの権利を買ったのよ。
そういうことだ。
ここじゃ石ころみたく銀が掘れるらしいぜ。ほけてる場合じゃないぞ。お前も商人の端くれだろ。このリーフで銀を買い取ってこい。
俺が行くのか？
商人の目利きは知識と経験で決まる。何事も実践が大切なのだ。
わかった。銀を買ってくるぜ。
ああ、お前の商人の腕見せてこい。
I'm wondering if they made Particio's story or his goal this big in response to how Tressa was perceived in the first game. Because in the first game, Tressa was the merchant, and a lot of people complained that her story was very like lackluster compared to everybody else's story. It was just very boring or like kind of plain compared to everybody else's story. I'm wondering if they like just turned it up to 100 and be like, well, this merchant's gonna try to get rid of poverty. Yeah, Tressa's story was very uneventful, I'd say. Well now, I wonder who here's got silver to sell. Time to show off my, my business acumen. Path action purchase. During the day, Particio can purchase items from townspeople. You must have sufficient funds to purchase items. So instead of stealing items with, what's it called? With Throne, you can buy the items. And in the first game, there were some items that you couldn't steal no matter what. Like, they would always have a 0% chance and you had to buy them. Generally, that was the only time I would ever buy an item, because it's not really worth... Well, I guess at a store, I think a healing grape costs 25 gold. But if I could just steal this and get it for free, I'd rather do that. I don't find that there are many things worth buying off of people, especially not these items, because these items are only meant to be sold. There's not really a point in buying them if you're just gonna... Although you do sell them for more. Sits on the items after putting them on a on a cock box and a shoe box. Yeah, I'm never gonna use those items. I've actually been using the items a bit more in this game, especially like the healing items and the revival items. I'm trying to get past my hoarding tendencies, so I don't end up with 99 of every item at the boss. Dubious silver nugget. Oh, do I have to buy this? Silver isn't dark. Why would you buy it? Okay, actually, what color is silver when it rusts? Turns like, does it turn dark gray? I don't know. Yeah, hoarding's so much fun. I will need those 99 potions that restore 50 HP when I get to the boss and have 9,999 HP. They will be so useful. Hey, mister, that's some mighty fine metal. I'm trying to think of what color silver is when it rusts. It's just like a really dark gray, I think. Because like the description for the dubious ore was like a dark stone, so I was like, is that just rusted? How about selling it to me? I can pay fair and square. Ugh. Ease off, I'll trade you. Just don't tell anybody about this. Deal? Deal. Thank you kindly. I just got tricked, didn't I? Oh, actually, okay, you know what? I will buy everything here, because I don't even know... I don't think I can get this stuff later. Because this is basically time travel. This is in the past. So I don't think these characters will be here later. As long as I can get some money, I won't complain. Oh, such a bright-eyed child. Buying up everything. Make a pretty good merchant for a kid. One money. I don't even know what the money in this game is called. I think they just call it money. Gotta give you some spending money, boy. Alright, I'll sell. I just bought a rock for $1. Yeah, it tarnishes, so it gets dark gray color with icky clay-like dry film. Oh, interesting. Okay, I bought from you already. I'll buy from you. I'm poor now. Well, aren't you just adorable? Go on, boy, it's all yours.
Yo, Parpetio. 銀は買い取れたか?
It's Juan! Hi, Neko, how are you? I love Juan's emotes. They're so cute. Juan himself is just very cute. Doing good. You just woke up. How about you? I'm doing good. We kind of just started Partitio's chapter, so tonight I'll be finishing Partitio and then Anea's chapter. I want to know how they pronounce Anea's name. It's fake silver, isn't it? Oh! Is it not? Oh dang. They sold everything to move out here? Wow. I could not do that. Adopt a standardized silver leaf to serve as the basis for... Oh, that's why they want silver. As opposed to gold. Okay, who the? Oh. Time lapse. Huh. There was never any other time lapse in this game. Oh, you can see the tree growing too. Cool. That tree is growing very fast for the time it took them to build a house. Because it did not take you 8 years to build a house, right? Okay, so if this is 8 years later... But it was originally, I think it was 16 years ago? So there's still another 8 years to go. Yeah, he's still too young.
今日の取れたて混じりっけなしの縄文だ。
噂を聞き、遠くからここの銀を買いに来たが、君のような鬼さんが品質を保証できるのかね。
見くびりなさんな。これでも商人8年目は。銀の良しは
Back when child labor was legal.
見てくれよ。この濁りのない綺麗な色と艶を。ダドリー王の冠にも使われてる一級品だぜ。
Who is King Dudley?
さあ、1万リーフからだ。景気よく行こうぜ。
40万リーフ。
Holy shit. How much silver are you buying?
80万。
160万。
Oh my god. Do I get this money?
180万リーフ。
ほい来た。ねえか。ねえな。180万リーフで決まりだ。ありがとうさん。
Please tell me I get this money. There's no way they're gonna give me this money, but...
後悔させねえぜ。
Did you pay... You paid 1.8 million for a single lump?
この銀鉱山は彼らが一から切り開いたそうだ。たった8年で大陸有数の銀の名産地となった。
あの2代目、いい腕だ。目利きも上等だが、人の心をつかむのがうまい。あれはいい商人になるぞ。
You paid 1.8 million for a single rock. Oh, he's 16. And it was 16 years ago. 8 years. So he'll be... So in the story, he's 24. I leave you up, but must roll into the blankets now. Have fun exploring. Okay, thank you, Mikrai. Hope you have a good rest.
さあ、次の銀いっちゃうぜ。
He actually paid 1.8 million for a single rock nugget. Maybe the leaf just isn't worth a lot. Phew, it's all of today's goods sold and settled. Time to head on home and give Pops the good news. Earnings. God damn it. Just give me my 1.8 million. We just got a new saddle in. Want to have a look, Particio? Do I have any money? I only have 490 on me. Ah, yes! I actually remember to make a alert command. I feel like editing that later. I don't know what to edit it to, though. Okay, you guys have, like... I don't feel like buying your items. I'm pretty sure all of these people are still here in 8 years. I don't think I need to buy their items right now. Hey, Pops, I made
おじ
more than a million.
どうも売れたぜ
よっしゃ、さすが俺の息子だ。
I mean, I guess that explains how they afforded their house.
でかくなったな、この町もよ。
何言ってんだ、まだまだこっからだろ。
ああ、この町はまだでかくなる。銀をもっと掘りまくって稼ぎまくってやる。
So do they dig the silver up themselves, or do they have somebody dig it for them?
で、町のみんなにいい思いをさせてやるんだ。
おお、いいな。やったろうぜ、親父。
Or do they split that 1.8 million with every single person in the town?
大変です。ギャングどもがまた鉱山に。
来やがったか。よし、先に行ってろ。俺
Ah, oops. Dun, 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 dun.
鉱山を守るのはいいな。喧嘩をほどほどにしとけ。
Totally not just gonna beat their ass up.
こっちも人手を集めていくぜ。しこたまな。
おい、あんまり派手なことを。
Uh-huh. Totally heard you.
たく、言っちまいやがった。
Okay, so the gang is probably the boss. I'll need to hire someone tough as nails if I want to win this quarrel. Hire. Particio can hire townspeople into following him. I only have $490. Can I have some of the money I earned today, please? There ain't nothing for me. Just let me go in your giant home. Ugh. Okay, so that's the inn. Can I please use some of the money? Oh. What? I can't climb the ladder? So I can hire you. Ah, why do you cost so much? Open. Hi. What the heck? Wait, what is... Huh? There's no treasure back here. What is the point of being back here? Okay. Is there a treasure chest with any money? Well, okay, the guy that costs 1,200. Even if I had all the money I started with, I still wouldn't have been able to hire him. Are they telling me to sell stuff? Or... Oh, wait. No. I haven't hired anybody yet. No. Okay, so how much do you cost? 600 or more. 300. Oh, wait, I can only hire one person, though, because it's basically the same as the guide ability or the, what was the other? Or the befriend ability. You can only carry one person at a time, but each character with the ability to bring someone along with them can each have a separate person. So I think in total, you can have... I think you can have 4 people with you in total. Because I think the dancer also has the ability to bring someone with her. Okay, so I can't afford any. Oh, I can sell the lump of silver. I kind of don't want to. How much do you cost? 300. Excessive praise. Receive 10% off purchases. Wait, merchant talent? What? Haggler. Receive 5% off purchase. I didn't know they had weird abilities. Has 5% chance to receive 50% off purchases. Earn 5 to 40% more from sales. Huh. Now I don't know who I want. Who's the cheapest? I think it was the 300. You also cost skills, mining, axe. Okay, I just can't afford you. Okay, so there's only 2 people I can afford unless I sell the lump of silver. Do I have to hire somebody? Can I get away with not hiring anybody? And then just immediately game over? Wait, does this whole chapter take place in the past? Or I guess I could earn some money first and then hire somebody? I've got to get back to town and hire me a strong help. Oh, damn it. Oh no. There's still battles. It's a mole. What do you use? Okay, spears and bows. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting enough money. Fine, I'll just go hire one of them. Okay, so Particio uses spears and bows. What are your abilities? Arrow of Fortune. Unleash a powerful bow attack on a single foe and receive JP. The more damage you deal, the more JP you receive. Store your own HP and SP and cure status ailment. Rest is like one of the most broken skills in this game. Because it costs 0 SP and you restore your own HP and SP. It's just infinite SP. Collect, Ember, fire damage, donate BP, sidestep, hired help. Oh, most of the merchant skills are like the same, except for Arrow of Fortune, I think. Okay, well, since I have a method of healing myself, I think I'll just hire this guy. I'll hire the miner. There, I've hired a hardy fighter. Righty then, time to head to the mine. So summon limit is 9. Healing grape. Oh, okay, good. You're weak to spears too. Do I have any better equipment for this? I should try out his Arrow of Judgment. Or Arrow of Fortune, I mean. He's so happy. I love his winning sprite. Or his victory sprite. I hope he keeps that victory sprite when he gets older. Oh, they're right there. Can I not fight you right away? I'm gonna die. I'm level 3. Am I gonna die? Yeah, it's so cute.
よし、準備は良さそうだな、お前ら。
兄貴こそ準備万端みたいっすね。
Oh, wait. These aren't the people I'm fighting?
おう、ギャングどもには頭に来てるからな。
Okay, these aren't the people I'm fighting.
奴らここが潤うと金の匂いを嗅ぎつけやがって。みんなで稼いだもんを奪う悪に遠慮なんていらねえ。
おう、そうだそうだ。
Oh, everybody has names. That means they're party members, I hope.
やっちまおうぜ兄貴。
Nikki, Harry.
お前は新顔だな。頼りにさせてもらうぜ。これ取っときな。よろしくな。
I don't even have any money left, but okay.
お、出たぞ。兄貴のお配りが。
He's rich, isn't he? He's just like absolutely filthy rich, isn't he? I mean, he sold a single lump of silver for 1.8 million.
何言ってんだ。世の中助け合いだろうが。
洗う間にも情けか。
You're Ned.
商売も喧嘩も敵なし。つい
Joe.
た名が洗う間の商人。ま、金払いはいいんだけど。
Ooh, is he a wild stallion in other ways too? Oh God. Never mind.
そうか。ごちゃごちゃうるせえぞ。
It's so much easier to type things out like that. I can totally type things out like that in other people's chats. Saying that out loud myself feels so cringy.
仲間割れか二代目。
Oh, here's the gang.
来たな、ギフ。
There's no way they're all fighting with me though. I can only have 4 of them.
金をよこせよ。ずいぶん儲かってるんだろう。
みんなちゃんと働いてっからな。対価をもらってるだけだ。だが、それを横取りしたがるてめえらは言う。
You become a subject to possible puns when you say it out loud. Yeah.
ちゃんと働きな。結構気持ちいいぜ。
そうだそうだ。ちゃんと働きやがれ。
チェ、労働者どもが。
Are we still fighting
手加減はい
Drift
らん。
16 years
何
later?
事も奪ったもん勝ちだ。
Or does this chapter just all take place in the past?
にゃろ、開き直りやがったな。
You better not make me 1v3 them.
いいかお前ら。こっちも気合い入れてくぞ。いい仕事したやつには特別手当も出す。
さすが兄貴。太っ腹。
おらおらおらおら。買うぜ。この喧嘩。
Oh my god, you are making me 1v2 them. Fine. Okay, as long as it's 1v2. Here? Here. I wonder if he loses his fortune. It doesn't really feel like it, because I think his house was still standing in the future. Arrow of Fortune. I don't know if this will kill you, I just want money.
幸運の矢ほらほら
Do 300 damage, I get 1 JP.
かかってきな
Is it like 0.1% of my damage? Because if it's 0.1% of my damage, and I do a max of 9,000 damage, it's only 9. That feels kind of shitty. Oh, wait! Wait, no, I'm stupid. It's JP, it's not money, it's job points. Okay, the ratio of job points makes more sense now. Because if they gave me 1% per damage, you could earn job points very quickly. This is a job points, not money. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so Partitio is like... I guess Partitio is how you grind for job points in this game. In that case, Partitio combined with
いいもんは分け合わねえとな
the warrior job would be really good because the warrior job has break damage. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll be keeping Partitio around.
どんなもんや
くそお前ただで済むと思うなよ
ああいかにもなこと言うじゃねえか
チェおい行くぞ
おととい来やがるってんだやりましたね兄貴
Yeah, I don't think the gang is gonna take that lying
大将
down.
だお前らよくやってくれたな
ささ祝勝会と行きましょうよ
よしみんなでパーッとやるか
I'm worried about how they're gonna retaliate.
やったぜ兄貴のおごりで飯が食えるひゅーさすが俺らの兄貴太っ腹
あ俺はおごりだなんて一言も
Oh, he's getting taken advantage of.
さ兄貴早く
おいってば
Meanwhile, Pap and Rock. They're not scheming, are they?
なんだと
Uh-oh.
耳がいかれちまった。もっぺん言ってくれ、ロック。
私はこの町を去る。
Okay, not as bad as I thought.
冗談きついぜ、相棒。俺らが一から始めて、ここは大陸有数の銀鉱山になった。さらにでかくなるって時に、なぜだ
商売とは荒海だ。波がたゆたい、潮が満ち引く。この町には確かに大きな波が訪れた。だが、時代は変わるものだ、パップ。
一緒にやってきた町のやつらはどうなる
So, but like, where are you going to go next if you just leave?
一つ忠告しておこう。8年前、我らが交わした この土地の契約。あの契約には重大な問題がある。
何？
いずれ嫌でもわかるさ。
Wait, you can't just
おい、待てよ。
don't just tell him the contract has a flaw and not tell him what.
潮時だ。
Fine.
じゃあな、パップ。
It's kind of a shitty thing to do. It's like, hey, your contract has a flaw. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. Oh, now I feel like Partishi's going to lose his fortune. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button.
この町はもっとでかくなるんだ。ロックのおやっさん。おやっさん、もうお帰りかい？
うん。パルテティオ、ちょっと話をしないか。
Is he keeping secrets from his dad?
パルテティオ、私がこの町を
Oh, no, he's just going to tell him what's happening.
はっきり言おう。銀鉱山は直廃れる。銀は世界中で掘られ、価値が薄らいでいく運命だ。私はこの商売を見切り、東大陸へ行くのだ。
ちょっと待ってくれよ、おやっさん。
東は進んでいるぞ。有望な商品に満ちている。蒸気機関を知っているかね？
You don't have steam engines yet?
蒸気の力でかつてない力を得る画期的な商売だ。
Huh. I would have thought they'd have steam engines.
蒸気の時代が来る。マジ。
Well, I guess no, because
鏡を見てみろ。
the story takes place another 8 years into the future. So I guess at that point they have steam engines, but I feel like they should have developed a steam.
君も根っからの商人だ。興奮しないはずがない。
そりゃどうも。
パルテティオ、君が欲しい。
Wait, you're asking him to abandon his dad?
その詳細、行動力、人望。君ほどの逸材はそういない。世界中を見てきた私が保証する。この町を捨て、新たな商売を共に始めないか。
Well, I'm okay.
我らで
Obviously, no. Because he's not just leaving the town behind, he would be leaving his dad behind. And I definitely think he likes his dad too much for that.
おやっさんはいつでも何歩か先を見てんだ。あんたは俺の憧れの商人だ。でも俺は
Oh, I thought I was done talking. God damn it, game.
俺はまだこの町の奴らと一緒に商売してんだ。悪い、おやさん。
パルテティオ、君の目はそうは言っていないぞ。外の世界を見つめている。まだ見ぬ正気に心を躍らせて。そうか、惜しいな。実に惜しい。君 君の才能がこの町と共に廃れていくとは。さらばだ、パルテティオ。
Oh, but God. I wasn't expecting another, like, weird time skip thing. Oh, there's the gang. Oh, no, they did lose their fort. Oh, and the house is kind of run down now, and so is the town. Present day. Oh, is that his dad? Oh, is his dad sick?
ほらよ、できたぜ親父。俺特製肉野菜炒めだ。
おお、たまらん匂い。待て、パルテティオ。肉がねえ。
There's no beef in his beef stir fry.
肉がねえ、肉野菜炒めがあるか、このひよっこ。
That's the surprise. There's no beef in it.
しゃあねえだろ。肉はお高いんだよ。名前だけでも腹いっぱいになろうぜ。ね。
Okay, I still don't get how... Like, even if the mine dried up or silver wasn't worth as much, I feel like they had so much money that how did they lose it in 8 years?
しょっぱくなったもんだぜ。
Unless the cost of running a mine is... I don't know.
銀を掘ったって、もう俺たちに入る金は残飯程度だ。はじめの契約書。
Oh,
そもそもの過ちだった。
the contract.
土地主はいつでも土地を買い戻すことができる。小さく書かれた文言を俺が見落としたのがまずかった。土地主はしばらく俺らをせっせと働かせ、銀が売れると見るや町丸ごとお買い上げしやがった。
Ah.
それ以来銀を掘っても利益は土地主に吸われちゃう。
But... Okay, even if the contract stipulates that the original owner can buy it back at any point in time, don't they still have to agree on a price? Or does the original owner just have to pay what they paid original?
おまけに無理がたたって俺はこのざまだ。
It's like, of course he can buy it back at any time. He just has to pay the amount that they're willing to sell it for.
俺のも食っとけ。体力が資本だろうが、商人はよ。
ひよっこめ。かっこつけやがって。
Like, it sounds more like the contract stipulates that the original owner can just reclaim the land, not so much buy it back.
くっそ、薬が切れちまってる。待ってろ親父。今薬買ってくっから。
Please don't die while he's out.
お前をこんな町に縛り付けちまって。
Please don't die when he's gone. Please don't. There's already been so many people dead. Purchase medicine. Well, I got to see the inside of the house. It wasn't what I was expecting. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Litecoin pouch. Where does Partitios? This just leads... Yeah, that just leads over there. How much money do I have? 638. Stone. Hey, the price of the stone increased. It used to be 1 leaf, now it's 2 leaf. Boundary. Oh, what is this? It's locked. I hate to make it, or I make it a habit to come here every day on my daily walk. What is here? Stone, sharp stone, fumbling flower. Damn, there's nothing worth my time here. Boorish merchant. Who do you think you are, walking up to my storehouse unannounced? Can't risk you damaging my, lawfully procured goods, uh-huh. Anything back here? What? Oh, I thought I saw something. Wow, this place is... it's kind of a dump. Hey, go back. No. Go back there. No one's got the leaves to be spending on horse gear, so I'm gonna sell the shop and leave this town behind. Hey boss, this shop said they're closing. Silver coin, not for sale. Oh, so it seems like there's some items that aren't for sale either. That means you can probably only steal them. Silver coin, not for sale. Oh, actually, I wanted to talk to him. Even if you have a job, you can't buy anything except a small loaf of bread. I'm surprised people haven't just completely abandoned this place. I need a job. Any job will do. Silver coin. Oh, they all have a silver coin. Oh, we've got to do something, or else we're all doomed. Silver coin. Healing grape, handkerchief. I know times are hard, party, but that's when you've got to smile the most. Oh, there's a treasure chest there now. Okay. Buy. Why am I trying to buy? No. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that treasure. Ah, I'm stuck. Gonna grab the treasure chest. Where? That's not, nope. Hello, don't mind me, just stealing your light nut. Hey, weapons store. Oh, there's no one in there. And I'm buying medicine from a bar? Oh, from... wait. You're an apothecary. Okay, you're not Malaya. Or, yeah, you're not Malaya. Oh, it's you. How's your father doing? You stop by for a meal every now and then, Particio. Rather be working than drinking, but I can't get a job, so here we are. Empowering earring. 100 for Pop's medicine. That looks like market price to me. You have yourself a deal.
ありがとさん。
Liver medicine to Pops. Please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't. Oh, what's happening? They're all leaving, aren't they?
お前ら。よう、元気かよ。
They're not mad at him, are they?
兄貴仕事はねえかい？もう何日も仕事がなくてろくに飯も食ってねえ。この町にはもう何もなくなっちまった。うちなんかこのパン一切れでしばらくしのがなきゃ。なあ兄貴、仕事くれよ、仕事。
すまねえ。雇ってやりてえが、その金がねえ。
I think they've grown far too reliant on Particio.
銀鉱山のやりくりがきつくてな。土地主とやらが厳しくてよ。
We're not gonna kill the landowner, are we?
俺たちはどうすりゃ。ハリー返せ、それは俺のパンだ。
Oh my god, Harry! Rude. You don't just steal from your friend.
うるせえ、よこせよ。俺にだって家族がいるんだ。
Oh god, they're resorting to...
やめとけよ。俺のパンをやる。 少ねえけど、お前らで分けろ。
パルテティオ兄貴。
ちくしょう。すまねえ。ハリー、ニッキー。こんな思いさせてよ。
I can't believe he just stole the bread from his friend like that.
俺がもっとちゃんと面倒見てやれたら。 知らなかったぜ。こんな辛いもんなんだな。貧しいってよ。
すまなかった。仕事は俺らで何とかする。
兄貴、あんたは何も悪くねえ。
ダセえやつだ。泣いてやがる。
Uh-oh. Is it Gaff? Or Gif? Or Gaff? What was his name? Gaff? GIF. Or GIF. Oh no, is it GIF or GIF?
ギフ。来やがったな。
Are you the landowner? Or are you just...
土地主の下につきやがって。ちゃっかりしてんな。
Oh no, he's not the landowner. Not GIF.
人生で大事なのは誰の下につくかさ。16年前の契約書忘れてねえよな。
Can I just grab that and rip it up?
商人ならわかるだろ。この紙の力がよ。
Or just light it on fire? Please?
何しに来たんだよ。
土地主様からの伝言だ。銀の利益の徴収を増やすってな。
Wait. If the tax on silver goes up, is that good or bad for someone that's mining it?
近頃は各地で銀が取れ、価値が下がってきた。
Okay, so prices going down is bad. I'm assuming taxes going up on it are bad. Well, okay, taxes, yeah, because taxes are money that go to like the governing body. Okay, yeah, it's bad.
土地主様も苦渋のご選択ってわけさ。
冗談じゃねえ。これ以上取られてたまるか。ああ、今でさえギリギリだってのによ。
おお、逆らうのか。立場分かってるかガキ。お前は絞られる側だぞ。俺のレモンに過ぎねえ分際で生きがってんなよ。
Oh my god, you...
てめえ
Can I please punch him in the face?
今のお前らにレモンも貴重か。いいか二代目、次からはもっと金を納めろ。
Alright, we're beating up GIF.
兄貴。
I don't care if he's not the boss, we're beating up GIF. だだだ Please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead. Okay, he's asleep, thank God he's asleep. Wait, what? Hello? What am I... Oh, place medicine. I'm interacting with the table. I wonder what he's sick with.
どうした？神経くせえ顔しやがって。
ちょっと
パルテティオ、何に悩んでるのか知らねえがよ。結局お前のやりたいようにするのが一番じゃねえのか。
So you are telling me to go beat up GIF, right?
何もしなけりゃ負けることはねえ。
Oh, wrong button. Oh god, wrong button. Don't know what he said. Oh well. I wish I could rewind.
よし
Or at least
決めた。
have like a chat log.
ちょっと行ってくるわ。親父、ありがとさん。
いい顔できんじゃねえかよ。
もう終わりだ。この町は何も残さず絞られちまうんだ。
お前ら仕事欲しがってたな。
Are we gonna go rob the landlord or just...
あいつらをぶっ潰す。
Oh, okay. Good enough.
兄貴。
鉱山の所有権を失ってから俺もずっと我慢してきたが、よーくわかった。土地主たちは自分らが超えることしか考えてねえってな。俺らや町がどうなろうが奴らにはどうでもいいってことさ。だから取り戻すんだ、俺たちの町をな。
やりましょう、兄貴。俺たちでこの町を取り返しやしょう。
Oh, we are gonna go beat up GIF. Feels great.
そうと決まったら
I am not advocating for violence.
岐阜の屋敷
Please do not get me in trouble. Also, why does... If GIF isn't the landlord, why does GIF have the deed? Do you think the landlord wouldn't give the deed to anybody else? Let's go get him, boss. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Show him what we're made of. Boss, you don't know how long I've been waiting for this day to come. I'll go anywhere as long as you're leading the charge, boss. Oh? Well, this is a rare treat. Here for a drink, are you? Oh, that's where it goes. He's gotten older, and he has a coat. Handmade bow, handmade spear. Optimize? Okay, it's nothing. Abandoned silver mine, danger level 2. Oh, there's another treasure chest. 500 gold. Oh, do I actually go inside the mine? Ah, it's still the mole. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, does this mean the gang built their mansion at the top of... Oh. At the top of the mine? I am having so much trouble figuring where I'm supposed to go. I'm trying to... Does this lead? Yeah, it does. Okay, this leads over here. This gives me a treasure chest. Lightning ring. That... Does that do? Evasion, sure. That's all I have right now. Ah. Go away, Mr. Mole. Actually, no, I guess it's fine. I need the levels. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'm thinking, since the merchant job has the ability that gives me JP, originally I was thinking of making Particio a warrior, because that would give him the break damage limit. But I think it's better if I just make Hikari into a merchant, because then he'll master the warrior skills, instead of me having to master all of Particio's skills and then the warrior skills. Ooh, it's a oh no, it's a monster egg. These things are bad, because if they hatch, they usually turn into a pretty dangerous monster, I believe. So you want to kill them quickly. Except I'm dying. Please don't hatch, please don't hatch. Okay, good, it didn't hatch. Ah, crap, I'm dying. Best. See, that skill is so good. Sure, it takes a turn, but it's just like free full healing. Please don't hatch, please don't hatch, please don't hatch, please don't hatch. Frolic. Or do these ones not hatch, maybe? The only bad thing about rest Although it makes perfect sense. You can't use rest outside of battle, I believe. Which would definitely be very broken, because then you'd have infinite SP regeneration outside of battle, which would be very broken. And I'm just gonna use rest again. Or why not? Gives me 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 0.1% of the damage you do. Dang, it has taken me so long to do Partitio's chapter. Rearding Plum. I walk over there, nothing down there. No, stop making me fight more. Why don't I have any allies? I thought they were gonna come with me. Break you instead. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here's Gifts Mance. Danger level 5. I think I'm level 5. It doesn't. Wow. Of course, you just have a picture of yourself right in the entrance. Treasure! Healing Grape. Okay, you're not weak against spear. Ah, yay, he keeps the same winning, what's it called? Victory pose. I think he looks better without a hat. Treasure. Small silver ore. Bronze shield. Oh, gimme. Oh, it gives me HP too. I think I was supposed to hire help for this battle, or this dungeon. But I honestly thought that his other friend people were just gonna come help me anyways. Okay, nothing in this room. No secret passages. Ooh, gold chest. Must be a weapon. Leather helm. Fine. Looks slightly better.
よういらっしゃいかかってきなひっ行くぜはっおらおらよしおらおらおととい来な
Ooh, Litecoin pouch. Ooh, they just drop Litecoin pouches? Oh, there'll probably be a merchant at least at the end of this. There you are. I need to buy stuff from you. Need something? Yes. Sell. Not a lot. I have 1,900. What? Oh, you don't even have a better equipment. Well then. Oh wait, no, that's things I can sell. Never mind. Spear. Not that much better. If anything, I would buy the copper breastplate if I could afford it, but I can't. Oh, it's fine. It's a level 1 chapter. Healing. Don't have any healing. Use the healing grape. Save. Anything behind here? Oh, no damage, yes. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so what skill can I learn? Collect is kind of useless. Ember has some use. Donate BP is useless right now. Sidestep, maybe. Hired help. Hired help is generally pretty good. It's just that the best. In the first game, hired help, it gave you 4 options of different values that you could spend in order to hire somebody. And obviously the last 2 were the best, but it also meant they were also the most expensive. Like, don't exactly have the money for it.
あの2代目の間抜け面見物だったぜ。
まったくでしたね、ギフさん。
Hi, Gif.
邪魔するぜギフ
おお、2代目よ。感心するぞ。早速金を届けに来たのか。
Yeah, you could say that.
ま、そんなとこ。
Ooh, they are all... Oh, I think I get 3 allies for this battle.
うちの銀で作ったコインだ。とっ
Oh.
たったの1リーフ。貴様、なめとんのか。
てめえこそなめんなよ。その1リーフをよ。どんな大金だってそいつが積もってできる。1リーフを笑うやつは嫌われるぜ。金にも人にもな。
くだらねえ。
俺らは決めた。お前らから町を取り戻すってな。
田舎の土産流商人が親父と同じか。
何？
土地主はいつでも土地を買い戻すことができる。そんな文言、はじめは契約書に書かれてなかった。
Oh my god, they just put it. Wait, but then. If that wasn't in the original, what was Rock talking about when he said that that there was something wrong with the contract, if it wasn't that?
後から土地主様が書き足したのさ。
Unless he
こっそりとな。
was talking about that, but it was just slipped in like he was talking about it after?
バカ正直な親父さんは気づかなかったがな。おかげでこっちは丸儲けだぜ。鉱山も労働者も手に入れてな。
Are you sure you want to tell me all of this? Because I think before Particio would have just beat you up, but now I think he's gonna try and kill you. Ooh.
汚ねえな。
Music change.
マジでよ。親父を騙して全部奪いやがって。
そういうもんさ。賢いやつがいい思いをするようにできてんだ。
Yeah, I don't think telling me that was very smart. Oh, that knuckle crack.
敵にな。きな、ギフ。俺らの町を取り返すぜ。その汚ねえ手からな。行くぜ、ギフ。
No, they're not in my party, really? Really? Oh, dang it, what are they even here for then? You only have one shield point. Ah, damn it, you're not weak to spears. I was really hoping they were in my party. 2, 3, 4. Oh, not dead yet. That is a buff to evasion, I believe. Does he even attack me, or... Oh, that raises speed, and he's lowered my physical attack. If he doesn't attack... Well, I'm guessing he'll... Oh, no, he does attack me. I was thinking he would change as soon as I beat his lackeys. Let's do rest. Special bonus. Oh no, that's a strength buff, isn't it? Okay, next turn, I'll kill him with the Fortune's Arrow. Or Arrow of Fortune, or whatever it's called. Arrow of Fortune. I'm pretty sure this will kill him. It didn't kill it. Oh! That gave me 5 JP. So aside from being based off the damage, it says the more damage you deal, the more JP you receive. So aside from the amount of damage, is it also the type of enemy I'm fighting? So if it's a boss enemy, it gives me more. It just automatically gives me more. Okay, there's one of them. You're not weak to arrows. Oh, shit. This doesn't kill me, right? Okay. I have to heal this turn. Yeah, merchants are like completely self-sufficient. That even do anything? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so if Arrow of Fortune just gives me more JP on like boss enemies, I should probably be spamming it on bosses. Ah, crap. Let's defend. Ow. And rest. Wow. Do you have a passive for like not getting hit by things? Huh. Wait, did you just do 2 actions in one turn? That's not fair. Arrow of Fortune. 7 JP. I can't wait to gain like 500 JP from an Arrow of Fortune if that ever happens. You are not allowed to summon more help. No, I am not okay with this Particio. Oh, I do have my special skill. It's just not active yet. Come on. Yes, give me my special. Okay, what does it do? Particio's latent power, hoot and holler. Press X on his turn, and you can instantly replenish your BP. Oh. But I'm already full BPs, so I'll use it next turn, I guess. Oh, if he can instantly replenish his BP, do I like him? Do I like him over Hikari then?
ぶつかってんかかってきな
Hmm. Oh, he died from that.
おとといきな
Well, I never used Hoot and Holler. Silver ingot! Yeah, he retains his cute victory pose. I mean, I do like his victory pose. Maybe I should keep him over Hikari.
覚悟はいいか
待て、命は勘弁してくれ。
Is... Oh.
金ならたんまりある。ほら。
Wouldn't the deed be better?
俺らが稼いだ金こんなに隠してたのか。これだけありゃ町を立て直せるぜ。
悪く思うな。俺らは命令されただけだ。
そうかいじゃあとっとと土地主を出しな
できるか。あの方は誰にも会われねえ。
Okay, we know what the storyline for Partitio is now. We're hunting down this mysterious boss.
そういや土地の契約も手紙でしたって聞いたな俺も親父も会ったことはね何者だ
And he
土地主は
didn't think that was sketchy at all?
言えるか。言ったらただでは済まん。
あそう言わなくてもただじゃ済まねえけど
I like Partitio. It just makes me think of the scene with Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith interrogating Don Corneo. Rock? Wait, Rock, like our dad's friend?
に
Oh.
ロックのおやさんがなんで
Oh, he's evil.
すべては小作だったのさ。あのお方のな。
嘘だなんかの間違いだきっと
Well, shit.
なことするわけがねえあのおやさんが
So, when Rock told Partitio's dad about the what is it? The error or like the problem with the contract. Was he actually trying to like genuinely warn him and not screw him over?
町に活気が戻ってきたな。
ほらシーリーとっとと運ばねえか。
Oh, he's up again and he's feeling better.
ただいま。
Oh, it's him.
これまでの借りの分もしっかり働いてもらうぞ。
Alright, I guess that's a fitting punishment for him. Ah.
これは2代目失礼しやした。
Oh, does our dad give us his hat?
親父もう大丈夫なのかよ
ああおかげでな。 まだくたばってらね
I'm too busy to be dead.
生に奪われた大金を
That has the same energy as I'm too stubborn to die.
だなあ、そういや資材の手配済ませておいたぜ。
もう気が利くじゃねえか。なあパルテティオ、ちょっと話さねえか。
So did he tell his dad about it then?
話してるじゃねえか。
いいからいいからちょっと来いよ。この土地に来てからもう16年か。何もねえとこから始めて大きくなったり小さくなったり。
ああ、いろいろあった。親父、ロックのおやすさんは。
ロックのことは俺は知らん。俺らを見捨てた男だ。面も見たくねえ。
Does that mean
お前は前を
he
向いて
doesn't know?
未来があるんだ。
I'm confused.
この町には収まらねえ。もっとでかい未来がな。
親父。
この町はもう心配ねえ。
Oh, it's all our friends that totally didn't help us in the fight.
兄貴パルテティオ兄貴兄貴
お前はこんな小さな町に収まる器じゃねえ。だからとっととどっか行っちまえ。
俺はこの町でずっと育った。でも外の世界への興味は正直ずっとあった。ロックのおやっさんが言っちまったあの日から。ここにとどまったことは一遍も後悔してね。でも思い知った。貧しいってことの辛さをな。
兄貴
ここはなんとか良くなったけど、きっとまだどっかに貧しい思いをしてる奴がいる。
So he's not determined to just go after Brock?
そいつらを救ってやりてえんだ。俺の腕でさ。
商売は儲けるだけじゃねえ。その理由が肝心だ。よく言いやがった、息子よ。
Oh, he gave us his hat.
お前はもう
He has like 5 other hats, it's fine.
一発の商人だ。この町を大きくしたみてえに貧しい奴らを救ってこい。そんでロックに見せつけてやれ。今のそのお前の姿をな。とっとと行け、パルテティオ。
I mean, I guess if it's like...
任せろ。
I guess another way of fighting against Rock is if he is like some merciless businessman, is to basically like destroy all of his businesses or like outbid him on things. That's kind of how you fight against him. I don't know.
俺らが絶対守ります。心配しないでくれ。
I'm totally grooving to this music right now.
兄貴、お達者で。
俺ら信じるぜ。
あ、
俺行ってくるわ。世界中の貧しい奴らを救ってくんぜ。
huh. I do want to see how he goes about doing that, because... And so, with lofty ambitions stirring deep within his breast, Particio leaves his hometown behind. Untold thousands across the world suffer under the yoke of poverty. He has vowed to friends and family to help them all. Onwards, this young merchant strides with eager step, excited by the prospect of discovering what's over the distant horizon. Particio the Merchant, Chapter 1 end. I don't know, I think I'm... no. As much as I'm interested in his story, I think I'm the least interested in his story. Like, it's not a bad story. Or it's not a bad idea, it's just, I guess... Out of all the possible stories, it just feels like the weakest right now. An impulsive and passionate young man raised in Oresh, he might owe his boundless optimism to his tendency not to think things through, but that in itself can be considered a talent. Wait, not thinking things through is a talent? Okay. If that's what we're calling it. It's Pop! This here town's my home. I'll do my best to protect it to the end of my days. Traveler's Mantle. Oh, that's not bad.
Dere.
Particio's father. He left his drunken abusive father at the age of 8, set up his own shop at the age of 16, but lost it all in a fire when he was 24. Hey, those are the same ages that we played as Particio when he was 8, 16, and 24. After that, he met Rock and started a new business, which earned him a fortune. He had Particio when he was 32 and lost his wife just before turning 40. Hire for cheap. Oh, so that's one of the other things. So, like, the information gleaned, hire for cheap, it affects... I believe it still only affects the city that you're in or the town that you're in, and it affects specifically Particio's ability. So I think most towns have things like this, but it's usually related to the characters that have story in that town, if that makes sense.
Dere.
A miner who works hard to provide for his beloved wife and 6 children. Oh wow, 6 children. He is much older than Particio, but decided to throw his lot in with the merchant on account of the younger chivalrous spirit. Harry's self-deprecating joke. Ah, this is a real chuckler, I tell you. Just the other day, I was in the mood to party. I didn't have enough leaves for a night on the town, so I thought I'd sell some old junk. Go up to my wife and say, "Hey, darling, do you have any useless old things you want to get rid of?" He looks at me and says, "You betcha, he's standing right in front of me." Okay, it's kind of okay. My wife, she's a riot, I tell you. She knew I was just looking for some spare change to waste on partying, so she let me have, she let me have at it, or have it. Is that actually a quest item? Silver coin! Uh-oh, I'm stealing their silver coins. Joe! I need to think of a joke that'll make her laugh. But what'll tickle her funny bone? I've tried all my favorite gags already, and she didn't so much as giggle. I'm sure one of my best friends will have something that'll have her slapping her knee. But I can't ask him. It'll be embarrassing to admit I ain't funny enough. Wonder if there's a good joke just laying around here. Can I not give him Harry's joke? Oh. One of Partitio's close friends. Ever since losing a duel to the merchant, he has admired his strength and been a loyal companion to him. His most prized possession is the coin he received from Partitio, which I totally just stole. He is confident in his ability to tell a gripping story. Oops. Kind of just took that. A former thug leader who made oh, he's only 27. Former thug leader who made a fortune off of silver mines. He has been working for Pap ever since his misdeeds were exposed. Though the townspeople initially doubted his ability to live an honest life, he is gradually winning them over with his dogged devotion to his job. You two, is everyone around here looking for someone to tell him a joke? No? Oh, sorry about that. Then, I guess it's just Joe who's desperate for a giggle. A woman so composed in public that no one ever sees her smile. Despite her handsome features, her standoffish nature makes her unpopular with men. However, after she treated Joe's wounds, he started speaking to her whenever their paths cross. Oh, she's the lady that he's trying to make laugh, I think. Wait, how do... How do I get... Oh, wait. Over here. Horsies! Okay. It's getting a bit late. Initially, I wanted to do both Partitio and Aenea's chapter, but I'm kind of tired. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go find the Merchant Guild and maybe futz around a little more, but I don't think I'm gonna start Aenea's chapter today. Because it might take me another 2 hours. But where could the guilds? What? Wait, what? Okay, wait. This is a story starring Partitio, who has caught the scent of commerce. There is no need to travel every path before him, but doing so may aid in your travels. What does that mean? Scent of commerce. Scent of commerce. Oh, okay, I get it. So the scent of commerce is completely optional, as opposed to like Brone, which has a split chapter of Mother's Root and Father's Root, where I'm pretty sure eventually you have to do both of them. Partitio just... So you don't have to do... Okay. Well, I'm still gonna do them. Oh, what's your quest? Damn, ruined. Some lying thief has absconded with the goods I worked so hard to procure. I believed him when he said he was a fellow merchant. Trusting oaf that I am. Oh please, you must return my wares to me, or I fear I shall lose everything. You give me a bit more information. A young peddler who hurried to Orush upon hearing word of its recovery, smelling possible business opportunity. He is currently borrowing money for a major business venture that could fund a long dreamed of store. He is virtuous and passionate, but somewhat naive. Thank you.
いただくよ。
Down. Handy. The youngest boy in town. There aren't many other kids in his age, and as he frequently plays by and as such, he frequently plays by himself. This has made him a master of inventing new games to play, but he wishes he had a friend or two to play with. Hidden item. A merchant who used to work in the mines but changed occupations after hurting his back. He still suffers chronic back pain. Ah, that sucks. Along with bouts of wistful nostalgia whenever he sees the pickaxe that used to be his daily companion. Chronic pain sucks. Powering earring. The assistant at the local tavern. She is not the most graceful and frequently makes mistakes on customers' orders. Several of the patrons find this cute and try to woo her, but she is utterly oblivious to their advances, among other things. Oh no. Well, being oblivious can be good sometimes, I guess. Oh, hi there. You want to hear this gem of a story I polished up in my spare time? Ooh, do you have a joke? Ned's romantic advice. One of Partitio's close friends. He is somewhat vexed by his low profile among the others who follow Partitio, despite being the very first to call him boss. He is currently infatuated with the local tavern mate. Oh, maybe I need all of the, like, romancy things in order to give back to, I don't know what his name was. Come on, I've got a joke, but you've got 2 ears, and you've got 2 ears to listen. See that girl over there? Lately I've had my eye on her. So I decided to become a thief and steal her pretty little heart. Thing is, she'd been trying to befriend me all along. I may have been a thief, but she was a fierce hunter. That's not really a joke. Yeah, that's not really a joke. Do I just have to find all of his friends? I already talked to you two. Looking for some? My shop carries only the best. I can't do anything with you? Oh, you don't even show up at night. Andy! Okay, nobody's at the inn. I already got yours. There's no one over there. Howdy there. What a killer of a joke. Wanna hear? One of Partitio's close friends. He is highly impressionable and admires Partitio's generosity. He lost the first coin he received, but is unwilling to admit this to anyone. So he pretends that another coin is that keepsake instead. Icky's special joke. Yeehaw! Roll up your sleeves, because this will have your stitches and stitches. I once knew a man who couldn't refuse any job, no matter how demeaning. So one day, I asked him, why can't you just shake your head and say no? The man gave me a serious look and said, because all this debt is a pain in my neck. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious, right? Oh no. I have, like, no sense of humor. Unless I'm drunk. And then I'll laugh at anything. The owner of a horse ranch in Orush, formerly a storied knight who went through dozens of horses by riding them too hard as mere tools of war. He had a change in heart. What is that noise? After the horse he was riding saved his life in battle, he opened his ranch to atone for his wrongs against them. Ooh, a great bow. What is that noise? Okay, well, it's gone. So is that enough information? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you need all three. Nikki's special joke, Harry's self-deprecating joke, and Ned's romantic advice. What? You picked up not one, but 3 killer jokes for me? Well, go on. Tell me. I can't wait to hear. Interesting. Those 3 always know how to make me laugh. I loved all those stories. Or all of those stories. Now I just gotta adapt into my own hilarious sensibilities and make that gal chuckle. Good luck. You're back with another bad joke. This is my last laugh, promise. I combined 4 people's worth of fun and made a real hooter. I once knew a thief who couldn't refuse any job, no matter how demeaning. One day, he went up to his wife and asked if she had any useless old things to get rid of. Why, you ask? Because he was a hunter, and his... Wait, what? And his debts were a pain in his neck. And? Your point? That doesn't make a lick of... A lick of... sense? I don't get it. Can't breathe. I don't get it. What? Oh, okay. The more I think about it, the less sense it... It's so absurd. It's somehow funny. So she's laughing because it's stupid? Have a silly laugh. That's why I try not to chuckle in front of other people. It's not a silly laugh. It's the loveliest laugh I've ever heard. Oh, that's the worst. When you laugh in front of somebody and then they like make an offhand comment about your laugh that it's like they're not trying to be mean, but then you get super self-conscious of your laugh. I have had that happen. It means a lot to me, hearing you say that. I might not hate it so much anymore. Go get him, Joe! Oh my god, were they all hiding? Hey, what do you feel is doing here? We knew you were anxious about this, so we came to see how it all turned out. You did it, Joe. You came up with a knee slapper. Thanks for giving Joe the push he needed. Give it another go. Today's comedic success is all thanks to you, fellas. Thanks. $3,500 and an invigorating nut. Medium. A lovely and lively woman who moved to Orrush in the early days of its founding. She has seen it thrive and fall, but has never bet against it, and continues to be its champion behind the scene. Is she like the nice granny of the town? Lodgings in town are now cheaper. Okay, so let's go... I'm kind of guessing somewhere here is probably where the Merchant Guild is. I know the Dancer Guild, I believe, is in Wellgrove. Oh, wait, no. Is the Merchant Guild over here in Crackeridge? I'll have to figure that out. Let's go. Oh, no. I need to take, him along with me. I need to take, Particio, in case I find the Merchant Temple. Before I forget. Change party. Particio for Hikari. Yeah, these 3 are like permanent. Well, maybe not Temino. Oswald has to be permanent because he's the first character I chose. And Throne as the thief is pretty permanent. I'm not sure how I feel about Temenos right now, and I don't know who I want for my last. Oh, they're out here now. Okay, let's go find the Merchant Temple, and then the Merchant Guild, and I'll probably do treasure. I'll probably be ending after that. I do, like, Temenos' ability and Throne's ability are really good. Oh, does it tell me status? Business partners. Leverage the talents of your hired helper to enjoy various benefits when shopping and more. Ah. Receive max speed. Okay, so his latent power is to receive max speed. Path action, night, hire and lead townspeople. Path action, day purchase. Yeah, I really like Blessing of Darkness and Moonlight Judgment. It's so useful. I don't know if it affects boss battles, though. Oh, a Kaitsa! No, its turn is next. Crap. Can I... I only do 1 damage to it, though. Ooh. I have no way of keeping it here. Use the physical attack. Because none of these delay its turn. Shit. I don't think this is gonna do enough. Or I could totally just miss. And it immediately runs. Damn it. I also haven't found another Octopath. Despite having like the Octopath, what's it called? Optimize. Despite having, ooh, Shadow Bow. When did I get that? I have no idea. Despite having the Octopath accessory, I haven't seen another one. I think that's my second Kate Sith though. Even though I haven't been able to kill a single one. I think Octopaths? Is Octopath or Octo... Yeah, I think it's Octopath. Or is it Octopath? Whatever that monster is called. Do I have a bestiary? Anyways. Yeah, whatever that monster is called. I still haven't seen a second one. Eastern Cropdale Trail or Rush. Northern Wellgrove Trail. Okay, so where am I? So this either goes over here or goes up. Oh, maybe the temple and the guild are somewhere in the Crack Ridge Wilds. Oh, I'll give Particio the... Can I give you the warrior? Yeah, I can give you the warrior job. Okay, there's a dungeon. What leads where? Left? No, right leads over here. Right leads over here, left leads over here, north leads here. But there's 2 northern exits. I'm never gonna see Particio's victory thing because I kill everything with Oswald. Only the one that kills or does the final hit gets like the little special whatchamacallit. like ending thingy. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's probably a river exit. Okay, that's fine. Oh wow, there's actually a deer in the background. Eastern Cropdale Trail. Okay, so that's Cropdale, so I need to go right side.
Ikkuぜ。
行きますか。させません。
氷よ切り裂け。終わりだ。不勉強な。
Oh, I don't think I ever checked what Particio's passives were. Let's see, what are your passives? Grows on trees. Okay, so that one self-explanatory. Well, it's not self-explanatory, but it makes sense. It gives you more money leaves after every battle. Grants the equipping character 1 PP. Oh, you have boost start? Oh, I need that. Hang tough. When the equipping character is not near death, otherwise lethal attacks will instead leave them with 1 HP. Okay. Full power completely fills the equipping character's lane power gauge at the... Wow. I don't actually know how useful that one is. But the boost start is really good. Oh, treasure. Treasure. 1600. What are owls weak to? Let's try fire. Oh wait, if they're... Well, they died. If they're birds, they're probably weak to lightning. Dun, 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 dun. Crack Harbor Anchorage. Or Crackridge Harbor Anchorage. Not Crack Harbor. Healing Grape. I do think there's another special job somewhere over here. Oh, good damage. I have no idea how much more EXP I'm getting from Oswald's ability, but yes, that's fine. Treasure. Bottle of poison dust. Look at that cute little doggy. I think I'm gonna speed up battle a little bit. Cause these are just like random encounters. I love that they give you the option to speed up battle. No, we're going back tonight. Don't care. Okay, so there's the temple. This is... What is this over here? Treasure? Powering Lychee.
行きましょうか。
Oh. You guys are mad. Why are you guys mad?
よっしゃ
Or? Cleric, Luminescence.
輝きたまえ。
Luminescence again.
成果の光を輝きたまえ不勉強
Decent EXP. Okay, so where's the... Herb of Clamor. Night! Oh, this is the dungeon. Unfinished tunnel. It's dangerous up ahead. Can't let anyone pass. Oh, I can knock you out already? Oh. Old cloth, bronze shield. Tumbling flower, warding leaf, olive blight. I don't care about this.
お客だな
Oh, it's a piggy! And it's another
帰って
egg.
きな
Where's sword?
プランを考えねば
Scholar... Ice?
氷よ切り終わり
Oh, cool, they're
だ
dead.
貴重な知見を得た
Oswald's so OP. He's really not that OP, it's just because of the equipment I gave him. Down here? Oh, there's just a treasure chest down here. Ooh, 6,400! So much money. Okay, Merchant Temple is right over here.
道を塞がないでください。
Biggie! We...
出番か。
Okay, they don't share any weaknesses together.
位が
I should probably attack the piggy, actually. Because then I could inflict break on it.
切りつけ不勉強
Wait. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Altar of the Traitor. It sounds like Altar of the Traitor. Not... Wait, no. Traitor. Not Traitor. Yeah. Chosen Merchant. Unto thee I grant new power. It's Particio. I don't think I've seen a second temple for any of them, so I don't know how you get their other EX skill. Negotiate schedule. Oh, does that delay? Does that delay? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That'd be so good against 8, sis. Pay a single foe to let you act during their turn. Oh, but since I have to pay, there's a chance that, like, in order to negotiate with a Kate Sith, it might cost like hundreds of thousands. In that case, it's probably not worth it.
邪魔だ
Light weakness. Dagger, axe, axe. Luminescence.
輝きたまえ。
任せとけテメロス
Sword, spear. Ooh, he missed. Means I can kill and take no damage.
輝きたま貴重な知見を得た
Western Crackridge Wilds. Danger level 20. I'm pretty sure the guild should be... There it is. Also by the save point. That's Crack Ridge. I think I'm just gonna go over to the guild.
この喧嘩
Defend.
こっからだ
And... Ow, that hurt.
成果の太陽輝きたまえ
成果の光へ輝きたまえ悪くないアプローチだ
Oh, is the Merchant Guild just this outpost? Hi. A real merchant could sell sand in the desert. You don't need luck on your side when you've got skill. Can I steal from you? No, I can't. Oh! He has the forbidden shield? Not that Okay, can I... What happens if I try to mug you? How strong are you? You're... Oh, interesting. Stealing from him and buying from him give you different items. Huh. Oh, unless... Okay, wait, what do you say? A real merchant could sell sand in the desert. You don't need luck or luck on your side when you've got skill. And then if I turn it to day, a merchant needs to have luck. Skill will only get you so far. They're two different people. Okay, so the daytime and nighttime merchant, they're two different people. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Welcome to the Merchants Guild. How's business? We're not a formal organization or anything, just a bunch of merchants who get together and help each other out. It must be fate that we met here. I'd like to welcome you into the fold. After all, a good merchant never turns down the chance to make a new connection. Yeah, merchant license. Get a license. Oh my god, I have to buy the other one for 100,000 and then 300,000. Fine. That's also like a farmable method of getting a license. Where it is? Oh, this leads up here. I've already been to. Kind of want to go... I'm gonna fast travel to Gravel. I'm wondering if Gravel is the place that I saw the other job? It might be... Port shield, ooh. That do. Prevents blindness, okay. No, there was some place around here. I thought there was another job. Ah, what a pain. Get out here already. Don't make me go in there. No, that's a shrine. Where's the other secret jobs? I thought it was here. Unless I need to go into this, in that building. Only found one of the hidden jobs so far. I want to get the other ones. Where else could there be a hidden job? I'm still relatively certain that one of the hidden jobs is on this island. I just have no idea how to get here. I also don't know how to get to this island. Or this island. It's probably story related. Okay, so the last person we need to recruit is an Anea. And then I will start doing character stories. I don't know whose character stories I'm going to start with. I think I might actually do Particio, just his random scent of commerce, because I want to see what that is. For now, let's teleport to Cropdale. Is this a... Oh, that... If I examine that, that's going to trigger Aenea's story. Okay, so don't examine that. Good. So we're in position to start Aenea's story next time. Alright. That will be the end of my Octopath Traveler 2 stream. If I started a bit earlier, I probably could have done Aenea's chapter, but I've been streaming for over 3 hours now. I am kind of tired. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I will be back. Wait, tomorrow's Friday. Is tomorrow? It's Friday. Yes, I believe I should be back later, in the afternoon with Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I'll still be doing the hard mode. And then, of course, at night I'll be playing Octopath Traveler 2 again. We'll get Aenea next time. But yeah, that is all for me for now. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm going to go raid into Juan again. I think he's playing Resident Evil 4. Yes, he is. It's gone. Yeah, so I'm going to go raid into Juan if you'd like to stick around for that. If not, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!